everybody. How are you guys doing? First, I want to say Happy New Year, and it is great to be back. I hope that everybody had a great holiday and everybody's starting 2025 off with good vibes and positivity. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. I have missed y'all. As you know, I've been off a couple weeks. We are starting out fresh. I was under the weather, and I want to tell everybody how much I appreciate the messages, the keeping up. I tried in the community to keep up with y'all, and also just through social media. And it was a lot going on, but also I enjoyed being with my family. But I'm excited for what 2025 brings. If you are new here, I cover true crime, a variety of things. So if that's something you're interested in, please make sure to subscribe. We are going to have a fantastic year and a lot of things going on. So let's get into it. Today we are talking about the Menendez brothers, and as of today, there is some new talk going on with the attorneys and families we're going to get into. And can there be a different outcome for the brothers? So could Erik get something different than Lyle? I don't know. We can talk about it because you know their behavior. Everything is going to be accounted for, and we'll talk about that. And is there a love triangle going on? I don't know. So let's get into it, guys. I was going to just talk about their new sentencing because, as you guys know, I do follow the Menendez and I have done a couple videos on them. And I'm gearing up ready because we are going to our first hearing at the end of the month. That's also something I'm going to talk about. When I did my first video, I believe now we have changed the hearing dates. So remember, we were going to go in before 2024 ended around November. Okay. Then we got moved into January. I want to say around the 15th. So now, today on January 3rd, the new DA, who is Nathan Hochman, okay, so remember when we started this and talking about it, George Gascon, I believe I'm pronouncing it correct, at the time was the DA. Of course, he did not win the new election. So now that we have the district attorney in Nathan Hochman, he is now taking the case and looking at it very thoroughly.
We will continue to do this difficult but important work of reviewing the facts and the law to make the right decision in this
case. He will not give the exact way, they're leaning far as what defense that they want to go exactly with or what they want to submit until he looks at everything. According to him, there is about 3 to 4 different ways they can go about it. So he will not spill it yet. But back to today, on January 3rd, Mr. Hochman is now meeting with about 20 family members. Okay, now I understand that they are meeting privately. It won't be, I don't believe, filmed, but I'm sure it's to kind of discuss, go over where they're at, because they are going into a hearing on the 30th. Now, from what I'm reading and understanding, allegedly most of the family members are for getting them out. Now, far as in the immediate families, I will say that Kitty's sister is for allowing to give the chance of getting them out. But I will tell you, the brother is not. The brother is a strong no. That's interesting to have them all there. I don't know what it's like in that private setting. I know this is hard on all of them, and this is something to really swallow. Although they have served quite a amount of time that we know, but still, this is family members, and what they did was a big crime. It was pretty horrible, but also what they went through was horrible. Here nor there, they are meeting, so this is a step forward. While I'm going through this, I kind of want to tell you something I stumbled upon, because I was looking at their records, and they are kind of known for having really good records. They are actually practicing awareness for little bit of reform and starting different things within their prison and really kind of being model prisoners. They do not have anything really going against them. They are educated. We have talked about that. And Erik actually stays kind of more reserved. He does not like get on through social media, which we'll talk about that in a second. He's just kind of like doing his thing. Lyle, on the other hand, has a Facebook page that is actually being ran, from my understanding, that his wife, I believe his wife, Rebecca Sneeds, who he has been married to since 2003. So we're looking at 21, 22 years. So I know her and possibly family members help run that Facebook, to where they kind of like answer questions like, where can I write to? Can I contact them through the internet? Which is no. And it's a whole page of kind of at first like introducing like what to kind of know before you get going. It's a kind of a support page. It's not really a free Lyle page per se, but it's just like a way of connection and things like that. So, it is what it is. Anybody can go over and check it out. But anyway, while just kind of confirming and looking, I am noticing that looks like there's a little love triangle going on. And I'm going to tell you something. It kind of really, I don't know. I was like, what are you doing, Lyle? What are you doing? You're already, people are like, should we give you a second chance? Do we think that you have learned? How are you looking at society? What would you be like on society? And well, I don't know. What do you guys think if he was to start dating or seeing a girl? He is 56 years old, and just through the internet, he has been able to get a new girl at the age of 21, and her name is Millie Buxley. Now, he met her through kind of a different like name or pseudonym, is how he said it. Then eventually came through that it was him. He ends up meeting Millie Buxley. She's 21 and she lives over in the UK. Yeah, lives over in the UK. Now, yes, did you hear me correctly earlier? Yeah, he is married still. Now, there has been talk that there has been some separation in 2024, but there's been no divorce, anything like that. She is still in support of Lyle. There's not really any clear answer on that other than they are still married, but I don't know, maybe she's just kind of like opening her hands to it. I don't know. I know that when it became all of a talk of them getting released, things changed. So that's another deal, right, guys? What do you guys think about that? Tell me what you think about that, about when it was first talked about and brought up. Because remember, she married him with thinking he was never going to get out. There was no parole, nothing. And then when it all came about, when Gascon, looked at the files and all that started coming, then all of a sudden she's like, I don't know about this. So that's something, that can be also discussed in the comments, and I want to hear what you're thinking, because I will get back and talking on this. We will be following this, like I said earlier. Let me tell you how in depth this is. This isn't a little like, hey, I'm interested in just talking with you and being your pen pal. Sorry, not PayPal. I'm sure PayPal too would help, right? But no. So he talks with her enough and she falls for him. She goes, guys, to the University of Manchester. Okay, let's find out like a little more about her. Do you guys want to know just a little bit more about her? Millie Buxley's 21 years old. She is a British student currently pursuing a degree at the University of Manchester. She reportedly met Lyle through Facebook, like I said earlier. And ironically, the group was created, like I told you, the wife, Rebecca, as part of an ongoing advocacy for his freedom. Buxley, who lives in The greater Manchester traveled thousands of miles to see him in San Diego. So she went and traveled. She went and seen him in San Diego. So, like I said, this wasn't just a, hey, nice to talk to you. Want to just write letters back and forth, get to know each other? Looks like it moved, pretty quickly. She refers to him as her boyfriend, even though he's married. Okay, you do you, girl. So anyway, and like I said, how did Lyle and Millie meet? Lyle reportedly initiated the contact with Millie under, like I said, his pseudonym earlier this year, eventually revealing this true identity. Their online exchanges allegedly evolved into a romantic connection, with Millie visiting Lyle at the Richard Donovan Correctional Facility in San Diego in September, where he currently is serving his sentence. Despite the significant distance between them, Millie considerably efforts to travel 5,000 miles to see Lyle, confirms the pair's transatlantic connection is serious than internet could imagine. What? Oh my goodness. So, how did Lyle keep in touch with Millie? Well, the Daily Mail has reported that Lyle Menendez has allegedly used contraband phones to communicate with Millie while incarcerated. Now, that's allegedly. I'm saying the Daily Mail said, I don't know. That's alleged. Lyle is going all out for his newly lady love and is not afraid of authorities. What? When one of the phones was confiscated, Lyle reportedly obtained another device to continue their conversation. So, now, with all that being said, if it was confiscated, I don't know if there was a charge made. I'm not sure. He's had a pretty good record his whole time. So, why now, when he is this close to possibly having freedom, would he start doing things? I mean, I don't know. Or is he comfortable where he's at? I don't, these are questions that I'm like, this isn't making a little bit of sense. You're doing things now that could mess you up if you are interested in this 21-year-old that you are almost 3 times the age. Now, listen, people say, hey, it's a number. Look, sometimes it is, but when it's young, I don't know. I was reading some opinions out there. Some were like, love, give me whatever. It's just numbers. She's of age. She goes to college. She can make decisions. And can be this situation, though. Sometimes I feel like that there are exceptions. Okay. I think we have to look at the whole picture here. And I think we also have to see how Lyle is, do we want to use the word manipulative? Or, he is able, with his background, to, 21 is young. And so, is it as hard to manipulate or to sweep over, however you want to word it? No, not. And no offense to 21-year-olds, that's just life and you're learning. Okay, so it's easier to fall for something maybe that you've never experienced versus someone older. And that's why I say that. So it's not like dumbing down a younger group. So please don't take that. I don't mean it like that. It's just life experience and learning, I mean, she's already flown there. So if this is the case, him being on the outside, would young girls be something more that he targeted? Is this something that we don't know? Remember now, he's got past of dealing with a lot of trauma. He has, dealt with SA. He's really been through a lot on top of the crime. I don't know. Sometimes it just takes one little thing, and if you are second guess, that parole could just be like, I don't know. I don't know. So this, guys, I want to know what you think. Could this hinder him getting out as opposed to Eric going ahead and getting out? So I do know that the new DA did make a comment in some of the questions, just over, not about Millie, but other things through talking, that they do look at them individually far as like what they've done in prison. It's not like everything is just all together because it was the same crime. So at least we know what Lyle's doing right now, if it is frowned upon, will not affect Eric. And I do know that Eric does not participate with the whole Facebook thing. He does not do that. I just found this all just, I don't know. I wonder what her family thinks. I'm just taken back. Anyway, kind of wrapping this up. As of right now, Hochman is basically saying there are 3 to 4 different ways that they have of what they're going to enter. And I guess that's what they're talking about with family today. I know that Governor Gavin Newsom is going to probably be a part of this. I know that they can go with some of them, part of the options, like it's going to clemency. Also, the habeas corpus, which is the petition for the new evidence, has been discussed. So, there's a few different things that they can do, and it's kind of what they think is the best option. And as of right now, I know a few journalists trying to ask him, DA Hochman, which way. He wasn't giving a budge yet. So I'm sure that's why he's talking to family and kind of where they're at. So right now, guys, I want to know what you think about this little new girlfriend, still married. Do we think this is going to hurt their case? We are going to hearing on the 30th. If I hear what happened today on the 3rd with the family, I will update you. But guys, 2025 is kicking off with a lot of stuff. We haven't even talked about anything else. I just want to get this out, but I am back. I am ready to get on schedule. I will be announcing that. And I want to thank you again for keeping up with me, checking on me, and I am good. I am feeling better. You'll hear my voice in and out, but I am excited for this new year. And guys, please, if you are new here again, hit the subscribe button. We are doing so well. And guys, we have memberships available as well, and we are growing that. And also, lives are coming. I'm going to do one more testing with the live to make sure things are good before I start setting up exact panels and stuff. So stay tuned to all that, and I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and I will see you on the next search. Good night, everybody.